If you're over 65 and walking is starting to feel harder instead of easier, this message is for you. What if the exercise you trust most isn't giving your body what it needs anymore? For decades, doctors told us to walk. Walk for your heart. Walk for your joints. Walk to stay young. And for a long time, that advice worked. But here's the uncomfortable truth many seniors are discovering quietly. After 65, walking alone often stops protecting your strength, balance, and independence. You may already feel it. Your legs tire faster than they used to. Your knees feel stiff when you stand up. Your balance feels less steady, even on flat ground. You walk every day, yet getting out of a chair feels harder each month. That can be confusing, and honestly, a little scary. You might think, am I doing something wrong? Is this just aging? Should I be pushing myself more or less? Here's the reassurance I want you to hear clearly. This is not your fault, and you are not broken. The body changes after 60 in ways most people were never taught to understand. Walking is a forward motion activity. It uses the same limited muscle pattern again and again. It does very little to preserve deep strength, joint stability, or fall resistance. In fact, after a certain age, walking too much without the right support can quietly speed up muscle loss in the hips, thighs, and core, the very areas that keep you upright and pain-free. That's why so many active seniors still struggle with weak legs despite daily walks, poor balance even on familiar paths, back or knee discomfort after healthy exercise, fatigue that lingers longer than it should. Surgeons see this every day. Patients who walked faithfully for years, yet lost the ability to stand, climb, or recover from a simple stumble. Not because they were lazy, but because walking alone doesn't send the signal aging muscles need to stay strong. Here's the hopeful part. There are 3 specific exercises, gentle, controlled, and surgeon-approved, that activate muscles walking simply can't reach anymore. They don't require speed. They don't require sweating. They don't punish your joints. And when done correctly, they rebuild strength where it matters most for seniors. Standing up, staying balanced, and moving without fear. Many adults over 65 report feeling steadier within weeks. Not stronger like a gym athlete, but stronger in real life. The kind of strength that makes daily tasks easier again. The kind that restores confidence. And here's the surprising twist. These 3 exercises often work better than walking, even when done for less time. But before I show you what they are, there's something important you need to understand about aging muscles, and the common mistake almost everyone over 60 makes without realizing it. Because once you see this, everything about exercise after 65 starts to make sense. To understand why walking loses its power after 65, we need to talk about how aging muscles actually work. In plain, simple terms. As we age, our muscles don't just get smaller. They get quieter. They stop waking up unless they're challenged in a very specific way. When you're younger, almost any movement sends a strong signal to your muscles. Walking, climbing stairs, even standing for long periods, all of it helps maintain strength. But after about age 60, the body becomes more selective. It starts asking a question before it adapts. Is this movement important for survival? Walking is familiar. It's repetitive. It feels safe. And because of that, the body slowly stops investing energy in strengthening the muscles used for walking. Instead, it prioritizes efficiency. That means your muscles learn how to do the same walk using less strength, not more. This is why many seniors walk farther than ever, yet feel weaker year after year. Now here's the most common mistake. Most adults over 65 believe that if an exercise feels easy and comfortable, it must be good for them. But comfort doesn't equal protection. Walking mostly works the front of the thighs and the calves. It barely activates the glutes, deep hip stabilizers, or the small muscles around the knees and ankles. Those deeper muscles are the ones that keep you steady when you stand up from a chair, you turn suddenly, you step on uneven ground, you catch yourself from a stumble. When those muscles weaken, balance suffers, even if your heart feels fine. Another mistake is moving too quickly. Fast walking, power walking, or trying to push through fatigue may feel productive, but for seniors, speed often bypasses muscle engagement. The body shifts the workload into momentum instead of strength. That's why rushing actually trains your body to rely less on muscle control. Surgeons and physical therapists see this pattern constantly. Patients say, "I walk every day, but I still feel unsteady. I don't understand why my legs feel weak. I'm afraid of falling, even though I stay active." The answer is almost always the same. The muscles that protect joints and balance aren't being asked to participate. Here's another aging reality no one talks about enough. After 65, muscle loss doesn't happen evenly. The body loses strength fastest in the hips, thighs, and core, not the arms or calves. Unfortunately, those are the very muscles walking ignores the most, so even a long daily walk may leave the most important areas untouched. Now, let's clear up a big fear. This does not mean you should stop walking. Walking is still excellent for circulation, mood, and heart health, but it can no longer be your only tool. Think of walking like brushing your teeth. Important, necessary, but not enough to protect your whole body. What you need now are movements that slow the body down, force muscles to engage deliberately, improve joint stability without impact. Send a clear, stay strong message to aging muscles. This is where the 3 exercises come in. They are not workouts in the traditional sense. They are targeted muscle activators. Each one focuses on an area walking neglects. One wakes up the hips and glutes. One stabilizes the knees and thighs. One reconnects the core to balance. Together, they form a safety net under your movement. And here's why surgeons approve them. They are controlled. They respect joint limits. They avoid twisting, jumping, or sudden strain. Most importantly, they can be done at home without equipment and without getting down on the floor. In the next part, I'll walk you through these exercises step by step, slowly, clearly, and safely, so you understand not just what to do, but why each movement matters. And once you see how simple they are, you'll understand why walking alone was never meant to carry the full load after 65. Now let's talk about what actually helps, in a way that respects your age, your joints, and your real daily life. These are not gym exercises. They are not athletic moves. They are controlled, intentional movements designed for adults over 65. Each one targets a weakness walking leaves behind. Do them slowly, breathe normally, and stop if anything feels sharp or uncomfortable. This is about reconnecting muscles, not pushing limits. Exercise 1. The supported sit to stand. This is one of the most important movements for aging legs. It looks simple, but it activates the thighs, hips, and core together, something walking almost never does. Why it matters? Standing up from a chair is one of the first abilities people lose. This exercise trains that exact skill. How to do it. Sit in a sturdy chair. Place your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Scoot slightly forward so your feet are under your knees. Lightly hold the armrests or the sides of the chair if needed. Lean your chest slightly forward. Slowly stand up using your legs. Pause for 1 second at the top. Slowly sit back down with control. That slow lowering is key. That's where strength builds. How many? Start with 5 repetitions. Rest. Work up to 10 over time. Common mistake: dropping quickly into the chair. Move slowly. Let the muscles work. This single movement strengthens the thighs, hips, and stabilizers far better than a long walk. Exercise 2. Standing heel to toe balance. Hold. This exercise wakes up the deep balance muscles in the ankles, knees, and hips. Why it matters. Most falls don't happen while walking straight. They happen during turns, steps, or uneven ground. This trains stability. How to do it? Stand near a counter or sturdy chair. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe. Keep your eyes forward. Lightly hold support if needed. Hold this position for 10 to 20 seconds. Switch feet. You may feel tiny muscles working. That's a good sign. How many? 2 to 3 holds on each side. Common mistake: holding your breath. Breathe slowly and calmly. This exercise teaches your nervous system to stay steady, something walking doesn't train. Exercise 3. Gentle standing hip extension. This one targets the glutes, the muscles that keep you upright and protect your lower back. Why it matters. Weak glutes are a major reason seniors feel unstable or tire quickly. How to do it? Stand holding the back of a chair. Keep your chest tall. Slowly move one leg straight back. Do not arch your back. Keep toes pointing forward. Pause for 1 second. Slowly return the foot. You should feel the work in your hip, not your lower back. How many? 8 to 10 repetitions per leg. Common mistake: swinging the leg. Slow and controlled is what counts. How to use these together. You do not need to do all 3 at once. A simple routine could look like this. Sit to stand, 5 to 10 reps. Balance, hold, 2 holds per side. Hip extension, 8 reps per leg. Total time, about 5 to 7 minutes. That's it. You can still walk. But now, walking has support. These exercises tell your body, these muscles matter. Keep them strong. And when the body gets that message, it responds, even after 70, even after 80. In the final part, I'll explain why it's never too late to start, what kind of changes seniors often notice, and how to stay motivated without fear or pressure. If you've made it this far, I want you to hear something important. Your body is not finished. Not at 65, not at 75, not even at 85. The idea that strength only belongs to the young is outdated and misleading. What the body needs now is not intensity. It's clarity, clear signals, gentle consistency, and movements that match real life. When seniors begin using the right muscles again, something powerful happens. Standing up feels easier. Balance feels calmer. Fear begins to loosen its grip. Not overnight, but steadily. Many older adults say the first change they notice isn't physical. It's emotional. They feel more confident getting out of a chair, less anxious stepping off a curb, more willing to move instead of avoiding movement. That matters, because confidence protects health just as much as exercise. And here's the truth most people never hear. Muscles don't age out of improvement. They age out of being asked. When you gently ask them again, with safe, purposeful movement, they respond. Slowly, respectfully, reliably. You don't need long workouts. You don't need to feel sore. You don't need to push through anything. You just need to show up regularly. 5 minutes a day is enough to send the message. And if you miss a day, nothing is lost. This is not a program built on pressure. It's built on patience. Continue walking if you enjoy it. But stop asking walking to do a job it was never meant to do alone. Give your body the missing pieces. Strength for standing, stability for balance, control for confidence. And remember this, the goal is not to exercise. The goal is to live more easily, to move without hesitation, to trust your legs again, to feel capable in your own body. That is still available to you. Start where you are. Move slowly, and let your body remember what it knows how to do. If this message helped you see movement differently, share it with someone who's been walking faithfully but still feels weaker than they should. Because the right kind of movement at the right time in life can change everything, and that time is now.